1000. A6 all the hate, I won't get involved today. Got lost.
Yo, what's going on, Beep Squad? It's your boy Big Sprat coming at you guys with a brand new YouTube video. I'm sorry for the lack of uploads in the past couple of weeks. I've just been busy, my sleep schedules have been pretty trash, and yeah, I don't really have much to say about that, but hopefully we'll be getting 2 videos out every single week, guys. I'm gonna try for it. Hopefully a brand new montage coming soon, and unboxing coming soon as well. It's gonna be insane, guys. For today's video, we are talking about how to snipe in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Now, this is a topic that a lot of people cover. There are certain things here and there that people don't talk about, and could definitely help up your sniping game. We've been hitting insane bangers. Throughout this video, you're going to see all of my insane feeds that we've been hitting. For example, I've been hitting some nice 6-on, some 5-on heads, some quad heads, some 5-on, some pretty insane clips, and without these tips, I don't think I'd be hitting all those clips. So make sure you guys do stay tuned for the video for all of these tips. Now we're going to be covering 5 different points and some extra stuff here and there. In this video, I'm going to try my best to not make this a very long video, but in this video we're going to be covering attachments, settings, movement, learning spawns, and then also what the different snipers do, and you know, the best use for all the snipers in the game. So if you guys do find this useful or you guys do enjoy, make sure to drop a like on the video, share it out if you guys want to, and make sure you guys do subscribe. We post videos almost every single week. I try to post as much as I can, guys. But thank you guys so much for all the love on everything, on Twitch, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Twitter. If you guys want any of those links, they'll be in the description below. I've been uploading banger clips on all of the media, and we've been doing 8 to 10 hour streams every single day, Beam Squad, so I really do appreciate you guys. So to start off this video, we got attachments. So every single marksman and sniper has you know, different attachments that'll increase ADS speed, decrease ADS speed. You can change the mag, you can do a lot of stuff with it, change the sight on the gun. Now for the heavier snipers, the AX-50, the Dragunov, and the HDR, those guns you can actually add extended mags to it, but on the marksmans, for example the MK2 and the Kar98, you cannot. So by adding those extra attachments with the extended mags, you can actually have more bullets in the clip, and therefore, you know, go for better feeds. A lot of my feeds I am using the 9-round mag, HDR, or AX-50, just so I can get more bullets off. I don't have to reload mid-clip. Sometimes I do use just the regular default 5-round mag, and you'll see me reloading in a couple clips, you know, here and there if I'm not using a swap or something like that. But in general, it can help out. I found that in Modern Warfare, even though it does say decrease ADS speed as you are you know, putting on those extra mags, it actually doesn't really decrease the ADS speed at all. It just makes the gun feel a little bit more heavier when you're jumping and sliding and stuff like that. So I'd recommend, if you want to use, you know, 7 or 9 round mag, go ahead and use that. Do not worry about the ADS speed. However, every other attachment, you're going to want to worry about the ADS speed. For example, the AX-50 has 4 different attachments: the laser sight, the stock, the grip tape, and the shortest barrel. Those 4 attachments give you the maximum ADS speed. Alright, and so going off of the AX-50, the HDR, actually, it's kind of crazy. The AX-50 has 4, but the HDR only has 2. It only has the laser sight and the stock. So when I'm using the HDR, I like to use bipod, which reduces your recoil when you're shooting from, you know, when you're crouched or in the prone position. So I just like to use that. However, there is another, it's a perk slash attachment on the heavier snipers that I would highly recommend, and it is called Focus. Now basically what Focus does, if you don't know, it reduces your flinch when you get shot while you're sniping with the AX-50 or the HDR. I'd highly recommend. It is the best perk attachment in the game for these heavier snipers. So whenever you're quickscoping or, you know, sniping or trying to hit a feed, when you're getting sprayed down by SMGs, ARs, LMGs, you're not getting ridiculous recoil. You still will get some, you know, some flinch as you're shooting, but you're not gonna get that crazy flinch that you would without using that perk attachment. So I'd highly recommend using Focus on both the AX-50 and the HDR. It is very, very useful. However, with the marksmans, with the Kar98 and the MK2, I'd recommend using sleight of hand over Focus, just because with the marksmans, they're lighter, they have less range, less damage output, but they also have less flinch. So I'd highly recommend using sleight of hand or whatever you want on those. You don't really get too much flinch with the marksmans in this game, but the heavier snipers I'd highly recommend focus. For the Kar 98 and MK2, just use the attack laser. You know what I'm saying? Use the stippled grip tape. You want to use the fastest stock. You want to use sleight of hand in my opinion. And then you also want to use, bro, what's that other attachment, bro? The sniper scope. So you want to use tack laser, the stock, the stippled grip tape, the sniper scope, or whatever reticle you want to use on your marksman, and then sleight of hand. I'm sorry about that, guys. I could not think for a second. But yeah, so that's what you want to use on the marksmans. That's what I'd recommend. That is the fastest ADS speed and the fastest reload time. So best of both worlds, as you cannot put on the 9-round mag for the marksman. So I'd highly recommend using those attachments. Those are the fastest ADS speed. So if you want to play aggressive, if you want to be in their face, you want to hit feeds, you want to use the fastest ADS speed. Why wouldn't you? You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you want the fastest aim down sight, you know, quick scoping, you know, attachments? So that is all I got for attachments. We're gonna head right into the settings. So now for the settings, I've actually been switching mine up a lot. We're gonna have an updated settings video very soon here, as I have been switching mine quite a bit. But I'd highly recommend using precision aim assist. This is the most important setting you need as a sniper. No matter what your ADS speed is, your ADS in sight, you know, sensitivity, your regular sensitivity, or your aim curve. Precision aim assist is the best aim assist. I'm trying to tell you guys, it gives you the most aim assist, but only when you're hovering over the enemy, so you don't ever miss a shot. Literally, you will aim at an enemy, you'll drag over them, it'll slow down a lot more than it would with standard. Boom, you just shoot. In all of my clips, I'm always using precision, so if you want to use precision, I'd highly recommend it. If it does help you guys, let me know. Now for the sensitivity, I'd recommend not using what other people use. I'd recommend going into a private match, shooting a lot of bots, and at the end of it, seeing, you know, what is faster, what is slower, adjust it, like, you know, one by one until you see and feel that you're hitting all of your shots, you're hitting the quick scopes that you want to. So I'd recommend staying in a private match for a good hour and just testing out all the different sensitivities, going up if it's, you know, a little bit too slow, going down if it's a little bit too fast, and just messing with it just to see, you know, where you're at with that. As far as the other settings go, I'd highly recommend using tactical sprint, like automatic tac sprint, because what this does is when you're using your controller, a lot of my controllers have been, you know, breaking and stuff, because I've had 3 scuffs that have been wearing out on me because I always use the left analog stick and I just press it and I sprint. I'd recommend the automatic tac sprint. When you push forward on the analog, it'll automatically start sprinting for you, so you don't have to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to worry about your controller breaking. You don't have to worry about, you know, in the game, are you gonna sprint, are you not gonna sprint? Because, for example, my Scuff Vantage 2, I love Scuff. I would love to be sponsored by Scuff. But when you play a lot, your controllers are gonna wear out. So this is my Scuff Vantage 2. It actually just wore out on me, so I've been using my older Scuff Impact. The left analog, it doesn't click, and even when I hold it forward now, it doesn't. Sometimes it like stutters. So it's very, very annoying. If you guys have been in the streams, you guys have definitely seen that. But I'm really happy using this one now. There's a Scuff Impact. I used to use the Scuff Vantage 2. Hopefully gonna get it brand new Scuff Impact very soon, maybe the SOAR one. We'll see what's going down with that. But as far as settings go, figure out your sensitivity, use precision aim assist, stick to standard aim curve if that's what you're used to, and use automatic tac sprint. Those are the best settings. I'd also recommend disabling motion blur, both of the motion blurs, just because that also helps with sniping as well. So with settings, that's all I got for you guys. Now our third thing is movement. I have a full video on it. Go check it out on my YouTube channel. Go check it out. Go freaking watch that video if you guys want to. It's a full video on how to get the best movement. However, 3 main ways: using paddles so you can jump and crouch, using tactical, so then you can like use your analog stick to drop shot, and then bumper jumper so you can use your bumper to jump shot. And then you can also play claw, which is basically you have your thumbs on the joystick still, but your index finger is on the buttons, so you can jump, slide, or whatever. Whichever works for you, I'd recommend trying one of those 3 things. So for movement, just, you know, pre-aiming, you know, if you know spawns, predicting the spawn and pre-aiming that. If you have them on your personal UAV or your radar, pre-aiming that. Pre-aiming the hard point. If you're playing hard point and you know exactly where they are in the hard point, I'd recommend, you know, pre-aiming a lot. Predicting people, like when you jump shot, like jump behind a corner, you like quickly aim in and aim out just to see if they're there. If they are there, you just aim in, shoot. If they're not there, you just don't shoot. I do that a whole ton. If you guys watch mine, like my streams or anything, I pre-aim, I jump corners, and I, you know, predict people a lot. So movement is a big thing in Call of Duty, and especially in Modern Warfare, since the time to kill for regular guns is so quick and the snipers hit marker a lot. So yeah, you want to be having that good movement, just sliding a lot, jumping when you need to. Being able to get around the map really quickly is very useful. Alright, now number 4, learning spawn points. Now this is a very easy one if you play a lot. If you don't play that much, it's going to be a lot harder. But I play hardpoint. Hardpoint has some of the best spawns in the game. Domination has really bad spawns. I'd recommend not trying to hit clips in domination. You could hit clips in kill confirmed. Kill confirmed has some decent spawns. However, hardpoint has the best spawns in my opinion. So to learn spawns, all you got to do, look at the map, see where your teammates are, see where you're spawning every time you die, and notice where all of the enemies are when you are running away from your teammates. Let's say your teammates are on this side of the map, you're right here. Expect the enemies to be spawning over here, you know what I'm saying, not by your teammates. In hardpoint, the spawns are good, so they're not gonna spawn by your teammates usually. So if all 5 of your teammates are on this side of the map and you're like right here in the middle, expect the enemies to spawn on this side of the map. But once you practice and practice and practice, you'll know exactly where they can spawn, like in the back of the bus, in the back of this building, you know, over here. You'll start to learn the spawns as you play. Now for the 5th thing, using the different snipers. Me personally, you guys know me, I'm a bolt action, you know, lover. I love the sniping with the bolt actions, guys. I love the HDR, the AX50, and the Kar 98. Those are my 3 go-to snipers. The MK2 is alright. If you guys want to use it, go right ahead. I'd highly recommend using that gun, the MK2, if you're not that good or you're trying to get better. There are some insane snipers that do use the MK2. I just stay away from it. I try to challenge myself, try to hit 6 rounds with just the bolt actions. You know, those 5 on heads with just the bolt actions. But you guys use whatever you guys want. Don't let anyone tell you can't use a gun. Even the Dragunov, even the EBR if you're going for headshots. Like, don't let anyone tell you can't use a gun. Use whatever you guys want to. You know, standards are stupid. You just use what you want to, guys. But using the different snipers, I recommend the Kar and MK2 on the smaller maps. For example, like Hackney Yard, I run the Kar AX swap. On Shoe House, I like to run the Kar AX swap. But on bigger maps like Grozny Raid, I like AX HDR swap. On Piccadilly, I use anything. It's a pretty mid-sized map. There's big lane, there's longer lanes, there's shorter lanes. So it depends on the map. Learn what guns are good for that map. If you're playing a big map, do not use the marksmans. I'd highly recommend using the HDR and AX50. Now I will say the AX50 is a little bit slower than the marksmans, and the HDR even a little bit more slower. But if you get used to the ADS speed and everything, it'll work out, you know, pretty well. I've been using the HDR and AX50 for, you know, quite a while. You've seen in my videos a lot of my bangers, and my best clip is with the AX50 and HDR. I love both of them. I think they're really good snipers. I think they get the job done. I think that they have good range, good damage. You can put 9-round mag on them. So with that being said, I'd highly recommend whatever map it is, figure out like what guns you want to use, the close range, the longer range, whatever it is. Like I said, guys, I'm trying to keep this video nice and short. Trying my best here, Beam Squad, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the clips in this video. I'm trying to help you guys out as much as I can. If you guys have any questions, I'd highly recommend click the link in the description. I'll put it right here. Twitch.tv/Spracked. We hit bangers on the daily, 8 to 10 hour streams every single day. We're just out here grinding as much as we can, to be honest, guys. Like, we are really grinding out here, man. Hashtag SourceSpracked, hashtag PartnerSpracked. If you guys haven't subbed to the YouTube, make sure you guys drop that sub, drop a like on the video if it helps you guys at all. Also, the Instagram and Twitter, I've been posting a lot of bangers on both of those. So if you guys want to follow the Instagram, it's Spracty, SPRACTYY. And my Twitter is just Spracked, SPRACT. So if you guys want to check those out, I would greatly appreciate it as well. My DMs are open on all of my social media as well, Instagram, Twitter. all that fun stuff. It's open as well. Any questions you guys got, feel free to DM me. I always try to respond to all the homies. Any questions you guys got, you want to hear me real time, come to the stream, or feel free to comment your questions as well. Let me know what you guys think about the video. Brand new montage coming soon, unboxing coming soon, updated settings video coming soon. Stay tuned for the brand new videos, guys. Turn on notifications. I love you guys. You guys mean the world to me, man. I have no words for the amount of love and support we've been getting. You guys are amazing. The Beam Squad is the best squad on Twitch, man. But I love you guys. We'll love to see you guys in the next video. Peace the frick out. Soar the frick up. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.
Peter Pan, that's what they call me. I promise that you'll never be lonely. Peter Pan, that's what they call me. I promise that you'll never be lonely.